Leading up to this year's draft, most of the discussion was about how bad this class was. Everyone was saying that this draft had no star talent, and that having a top pick this year was nothing to get excited about. However, I've been impressed with many of these players so far, and in today's video, I'm going to highlight 5 rookies that have been dominating Summer League. Before I get into it, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers before next season, and your support goes a long way. With all of that being said, let's get into the video. The first player I want to highlight is AJ Mitchell, who was drafted 38th overall by OKC. Mitchell went under the radar in large part because of where he went to college. He played at UC Santa Barbara, who compete in a weaker conference, and in 2 of his 3 seasons there, the team missed the NCAA tournament. However, that shouldn't have been viewed as a blemish on his resume. In his final year of college, Mitchell averaged 24-4 on great efficiency, and he showed lots of ability in the pick and roll. In his 5 Summer League games, he demonstrated those same skills. I already showed his Summer League stats, but it's the way he put up those numbers that impressed me. Just like in college, Mitchell looked poised and under control. He's not super quick, but he's great at changing speeds and using fakes to get defenders off balance. He had games where he scored 20 plus points, he had an 11-point, 10-assist performance, and there were multiple games where he racked up plenty of stocks. He showed that he can contribute in a number of ways, and that's so important given that he was drafted to a contending team. The Thunder do have plenty of guards on their roster, which is why the team signed Mitchell to a 2-way contract. He'll spend most of his time in the G League as a rookie, but a few years from now he could have a role on the Thunder. In 2 years, OKC will have to pay Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren, and they'll both command max contracts. When you factor in SGA's salary as well, the Thunder won't be able to keep all of Cason Wallace, Caruso, Lou Dort, and Hardenstein for the long run. Having good role players is vital in winning championships, but now more than ever you need them on team-friendly deals. A second-round pick like Mitchell won't command lots of money early in his career, and if he can develop his game while playing on a bargain contract, that would be huge for OKC. The next guy to discuss is Tristan da Silva, who was taken 18th by the Orlando Magic. Having played 4 years of college, da Silva is an older rookie at 23 years old. While other teams opted to take 18 and 19-year-olds, the Magic drafted someone who can contribute to winning right away. When you watch da Silva play, it's clear how polished his skills are. He shot nearly 40% from 3 over his last 2 years at Colorado, and he's been lights out from the perimeter during Summer League. On top of that, he's a great cutter which should pair perfectly with Paolo, and he can score on one-on-one situations when the offense stalls. These skills will be a huge help for a Magic team that ranked dead last in 3-pointers made and 22nd in offensive efficiency last season. While he doesn't project to be a great defender in the NBA, I think he'll be fine, and his life will be made easier playing on an elite defensive team like Orlando. Last year, the Heat took a 4-year college player in Jaime Jaquez 18th overall, and he went on to make the All-Rookie first team. There were many young guys that were taken ahead of him, but now there are definitely teams who regret their decisions. A year from now, I expect Tristan da Silva to be talked about in the same way. Orlando will make the playoffs next year, and da Silva will be a key contributor on the team. Plus, he's far from a finished product at 23, so Magic fans can look forward to the fact that he'll still have room to grow. The third rookie on my list is Kel'el Ware, who went 15th to the Miami Heat. Ware is 7 feet tall with a 7'4" wingspan, making him a huge threat around the basket. In the Summer League, he's been great as a target in the pick and roll, and he's shown potential as a rim protector on defense. As long as he sets good screens and rolls hard to the rim, he'll pair nicely with Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier, and Jimmy Butler, plus his shot blocking will only add to Miami's 5th-ranked defense. There were questions about his motor and effort in college, but it hasn't been too much of an issue in the Summer League. If that does become a concern in the future, Miami is the perfect place to get rid of those habits. The Heat have earned a reputation as a strict, hard-working organization that holds their players accountable. Between Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, and Jimmy Butler, they'll push Ware to his limits, which will be good for him in the long run. Outside of the intangibles, the big swing skill with Ware is going to be his jump shot. In his second year of college, he shot 42% from 3, but the volume was really low. Across 30 games, he hit 17 of his 40 attempts, so there are questions if this is a legitimate or hypothetical skill. What's more concerning is that he made just 63% of his free throws that same year, and free throws are usually a good indicator of overall shooting ability. The early signs in the Summer League haven't been great, but I'm sure the Heat will make it a point of emphasis to improve that part of his game. If Ware can become a respectable outside shooter, that would do wonders for his fit with Bam Adebayo. They can still coexist, but as we've seen with Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, there's a limit to how good a double big pairing can be when neither one is a reliable shooter. While there are parts of his game he'll have to work on, getting someone with that much potential at number 15 is great, and Heat fans should be excited about Kel'el Ware's future. The fourth player I want to talk about is Jalen Tyson, who is the 20th pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. While the Cavs have a talented roster, the on-court fit hasn't always been great. While Jalen Tyson isn't the solution to all their problems, drafting him was a step in the right direction. When I watch him play, I see shades of Malcolm Brogdon and Josh Hart. Tyson is a 6'6" ball handler who can navigate in the pick and roll, post up smaller defenders, and knock down threes off the dribble. His decision making isn't always the best, but he's skilled enough to where he can take some pressure off Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Tyson was asked to create a lot of offense in his final year of college, but he did show potential as an off-ball player as well. As a sophomore at Texas Tech, Tyson made 43% of his catch-and-shoot threes, and he hit 37% of these shots last year at Cal. What I like most about Tyson, though, is the effort he plays with. Over his last 2 years in college, he averaged 6.5 rebounds, and 1.6 of those were offensive rebounds. He's also been going after plenty of loose balls, which is something you don't always see first-round picks do in the summer league. Since he won't have to carry the same offensive workload as he did at Cal, I expect his hustle and energy to be amplified in the NBA. Time will tell what type of player Tyson becomes, but at the very least I think he'll be a very good two-way role player for Cleveland. Lastly, I have to talk about the third overall pick, Reed Sheppard. Sheppard is one of the more polarizing draft picks in recent memory. He had an extremely efficient year at Kentucky, but people questioned his potential. Because he played with other talented guards in college, he didn't get to show off his full skill set as a ball handler and passer. He didn't measure in too well at the combine either, which raised concerns about his defensive ability. However, if the summer league is any indication, Sheppard has the chance to be a star. With more offensive responsibility, he's showing that he can be a lead ball handler. It feels like Sheppard is always under control and never gets sped up by his defenders. Obviously, we know he can knock down the three, but I've liked how he's gotten to his spots in the mid-range and used his handle to get by defenders. On top of the scoring, he's also been setting up his teammates. He'll find teammates on skip passes, he'll reward cutters, and he can do so in pretty tight windows. His assist numbers haven't been too high at Summer League, but he's still putting guys in great positions. There have been many plays where he'll make a pass to someone who gets fouled, and sometimes players just don't finish the shot he created for them. On defense, Sheppard has shown that he has quick hands. He's gotten a lot of steals and blocks at Summer League, but there are still concerns about his defense. While he will be able to get in the gaps and make plays defensively, he may struggle in one-on-one situations because of his size. Regardless, I think Sheppard was the best player Houston could have taken at 3. Jalen Green has been up and down throughout his career, Amen Thompson still has room to improve, and while Fred VanVleet is good now, he's not the team's long-term option. Time will tell if he can live up to his potential, but as of today, Reed Sheppard looks like he's going to be one of the best players in this draft class. Anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. With all of that being said, I'm out, and I'll see you in the next video.